Now, when we talk about the best products to buy, we talk about booster boxes and elite trainer boxes, or perhaps on the cheaper end of the scale, 3-pack blisters and booster bundles. But with this being said, I want to show some love to a quite often frowned upon purchase, being collection boxes. So I'm going to start off by showing you one of the best collection boxes you could ever get, in my opinion. I absolutely adore these two collection boxes going back to the Sun and Moon era. So I found these after filming my last video where I talked about how much the Sun and Moon era is moving right now. I found off camera afterwards a couple of collection boxes that I completely forgot about. And these are these two Tag Team Power collection boxes. One of them features Umbreon and Darkrai GX in a jumbo card, and the other one is the Espeon and Deoxys GX. Both of them feature them in small versions, as you can see at the very bottom there, but the only difference being the jumbo card in the background. Now, when we take a closer look at the two versions, the two smaller cards that you receive in each box, we have first the Espeon and Deoxys GX card, as you can see here, $51. Now, moving on to the next one being Umbreon and Darkrai GX, as you can see it's $81. Now, just want to show you something, that being that the MSRP, so I've gone to PokeBeach website here, going all the way back to 2020, as we can see here where they talk about these Tag Team Power collection boxes, they say that they cost only $49.99 on release. Now, the reason I'm showing you the prices of what it was at MSRP and also the current prices of the two main promo cards within is because when we look at the prices now of these boxes, they are absolutely astronomical. As you can see here, around $560 for the Espeon and Deoxys GX one, and Umbreon and Darkrai GX going for around $550 US. So the point being that these cost $50 on release at MSRP, and right now if you simply open that box, collected all the packs and all the cards and kept them, you could have sold just one of those cards, either or if you picked up one of each box, you could sell the Umbreon and Darkrai GX in one box and the Espeon and Deoxys GX in the other box, so you still have one of each, one from each box, and you've already made the money back on the cost of those boxes. But you still have, there's an Eevee GX full art card in there, there's a jumbo card of each version as well in there, you've got some Cosmic Eclipse packs, you've got some Celestial Storm, you've got other Sun and Moon cards, you've even got XY Eeveelutions in these boxes. They are phenomenal boxes, and it just shows just how a strong an investment or purchase a collection box can be. So to put that into perspective and do some maths on how much that product has risen, a $50 product becoming a $550 product means it's risen by about 11 times its original price. So when we compare that to say a booster box, a $160 MSRP booster box, which is what they are, rising by 11 times its value means it will be around $1,700 US, give or take. It's a little bit more, but let's say 1,700. How many booster boxes are worth $1,700 US from around that same sort of time? Not many. Going forward a little bit into the future, even Evolving Skies, which is considered one of the modern era GOATs and is very expensive and has flown in value, even that booster box hasn't risen by 11 times its value. Now, moving on to another example, we have the Umbreon GX Premium Collection box right here. Now, I love this box. This is actually a box I do have myself, thankfully. And I say thankfully because when you look at the price being $330 US, it's another very expensive collection box, right? So when we look at also the Pokemon Center website and how much it retailed for, it was $39.99. So again, if you divide 330 by $39.99 or $40, it's going to say 8.25. So it's risen by over 8 times its original value at MSRP. And this box isn't even as good as those Tag Team Power boxes. Why? When you look at the packs that are available, Sun and Moon base, very average. Guardians Rising, not the best Sun and Moon set. Then we go into X and Y. You've got X and Y Eeveelutions, which yes, of course, is a very good pack. Fates Collide and Breakpoint, which are average. They're decent, not bad. But in general, the packs you get are not the best. There's a lot better collection boxes with a lot better packs. Therefore, of course, it's mainly being carried by these beautiful looking Umbreon, Espeon, and Eevee promo cards. With that being said, it shows that even with the packs inside not being the best, there's a lot better available, it still has the potential to rise a lot in value, providing you have a decent sort of cover Pokemon. Again, going back to the Tag Team Powers, you've got Espeon and Deoxys here, you've got Umbreon and Darkrai here, and this one we're showcasing here being Umbreon. So we're talking about staple fan favorite Pokemon. I'm seeing new faces on the channel every single day, so just a huge welcome to all of you that are new. Thank you for watching my videos and showing support on the channel. For all of you that are here, please do not hesitate to leave a like if you are enjoying the video, as it really does help me out. And for those of you that are new here, I know you're not yet subscribed, I love to talk about the Pokemon TCG and I make a new video every other day. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. So a much more recent example that I'm sure a lot of you will be aware of is the 3 OG Eeveelutions, being Vaporeon, Jolteon and Flareon. Now these collection boxes again are absolutely wonderful. They're beautiful, right? Especially this Vaporeon promo card here. I actually have this in a PSA 10, this Jolteon VMAX one here. And this Flareon as well, very, very beautiful card. And you also have V cards if you look on the side here. They also have their own V versions, and they're just very, very beautiful cards. Very hard to grade as well, making them even more valuable, with PSA 10s being very, very hard to come by. Now, as we can see here, this one now, $200, the Vaporeon one. Jolteon not far off that in 186, and Flareon just behind that in 177. These boxes, may I remind you, if we pull up here, of course they're all the same price, so I need to show you one. But the Vaporeon box here on the Pokemon Center website went for, again, $39.99, $40. It looks like it's going in the same direction as this Umbreon GX one we looked at here. Very sort of similar size box, similar sort of contents. As you can see, this one at $330, and I'm sure due to the amount of time this one's had to develop, it's more expensive. But give this one the same amount of time, this Vaporeon, that Jolteon, that Flareon, and I'm sure they won't be too far behind. And again, just to show you, it's not necessarily always about the cards within a box. As we can see, you've got a bit of everything here. So of course, Evolving Skies, one Evolving Skies pack, fantastic, right? Fantastic, all-time great set of Evolving Skies. 2 Fusion Strikes, so again, brilliant. Fusion Strike, an absolutely brilliant set. Chilling Rain, again, a very good set from Sword and Shield. But then you've got Vivid Voltage and Rebel Clash, which really flatter to deceive as sets, right? So you got a mixture of some really good sets in there, but some not so great ones as well. So of course, being carried more so by the beauty of the promo cards within it, right? Now looking at a very good collection box that actually featured in my 10 under 20 video the other day, as I featured this Arceus V card promo card within this box, is the Arceus V Figure Collection. Now we take a look here at how much this cost at retail when it was released, $24.99 or $25. And if we look at it now, it's only 62, right? So it hasn't risen too much. It's just over double what it was worth. But again, give it time, because when we go back to the Pokemon Center website and have a look at the contents of this, not only do you get this beautiful, beautiful Arceus V card. I absolutely adore this card. It's my favorite Arceus card of all time. You got a very cool figure collection here, which is very different, right? A nice figure there. And then you look at the 4 packs. So Brilliant Stars, 2 of them. Fantastic Sword and Shield set. In my opinion, the best, or at least my favourite Trainer Gallery set of the Sword and Shield era, of the 4. Chilling Rain, again, very good set. And Cosmic Eclipse, a fantastic Sun and Moon set in there as well. Arguably the second best Sun and Moon set, right? So fantastic, fantastic selection of packs. But there's only 4, right? So it does limit the possibilities for the rise of this box. I mean, $62 right now for this, I think is still quite cheap. I think we're looking at maybe $100, $150 box, give it 2, 3, 4 years, sort of to catch up with the rest that we've looked at, of course, like these Tag Team Powers or the Umbreon GX. I think give this one time and it has a potential to go. It just doesn't have as many packs or as much content as those we looked at the beginning of the video. So it's probably not going to reach sort of 3, 4, 500. But in the next 2, 3, 4 years, I think definitely at least double in value. I think it's still got a long way to go, this box. And finally, moving on to some very, very recent collection boxes. I'm happy I did pick up one of these. So we have the Kingdra EX Special Illustration Collection from Shrouded Fable, as well as the Greninja EX version 2. Now, if we look at the price of both of these right now, $50 US for the Kingdra one, and the Greninja one a little bit more, obviously, because it's Greninja, at around $70 US. So we look at when this retailed. I'll just show you one because they retail at the same price. We have around $29.99, so $30 US. So Kingdra not far off doubling in value, $10 more and it's double. Greninja has passed double, so about $9 more than double its MSRP value. Now I think people kind of underestimated these collection boxes purely because it's 5 Shrouded Fable packs. There was one hidden in the center there. I looked at it quickly and had a little quick guess, but there is 5 packs in there. So the Kingdra EX and the Shrouded Fable EX both have 5 Shrouded Fable packs. Now, as we know, Shrouded Fable, really isn't the strongest set, right? It's one of the worst from the Scarlet and Violet era. It's not as bad as everyone made out. On its release, people really went to town on it. It's not as bad. It does have some nice cards in there, such as the Persian, the Houndoom, etc, etc. But comparing it to other sets, Paldea Evolved 151, etc, etc, it's not great, right? But with having said that, it does feature some of the most beautiful special illustration cards you'll get in the entire era. Yes, for me, the Kingdra EX and the Greninja EX that you can see here, I'll go close up of the Kingdra EX here, these rival any SIRs across the entire era in my most humble opinion. That Greninja EX collection box version will even rival the Greninja EX from Twilight Masquerade. Yes, that $400-500 US chase card. I think, you know, they're similar sort of styles, the way it's kind of almost like a paint splatter style card. Just the collection box version is more like a grayscale kind of vibe, whereas the Twilight Masquerade version is more just color, right? It's just massive amounts of color, which is why I actually do prefer that one. But in general, I wouldn't say there's a huge amount of difference. So I do think right now, these collection boxes, although yes, it's 5 shrouded fable packs, with how beautiful the SIR cards are within them, I think these really could go a long way also. So the point being from the very beginning, guys, is that collection boxes, although quite frowned upon in the Pokemon TCG space, because a lot of people think they're, you know, they're cluttered with rubbish promo cards, you know, packs that people don't care about. It's not always the case, and it is the case sometimes, that's true. You can get some really poor collection boxes, but if you sort of cherry pick, there are some sort of diamonds in the rough there. If you wait for a good one to come out, you know, with some solid packs, with some very good sets, fan favorite Pokemon with some very good artwork. Look at that Espeon and Deoxys card, the way Deoxys kind of is rising out of almost like an exploding volcano it could be, with, you know, colors splatting everywhere and Espeon looking on in the foreground. Is a fantastic piece of artwork, right? It really is. So if you stick to fan favorite Pokemon, good artwork, boxes with really strong sets as well, they're quite cheap when they come out. These collection boxes aren't always the most expensive. Everything we looked at there was ranging from between $20 and $50 US, so much cheaper than a booster box, and around the same price maximum as an ETB, if not a lot cheaper. I'm curious to know what you guys think of collection boxes, whether you share the same kind of love for them as I do, or if you're in the same boat as the community thinking, they're rubbish, I really don't care about them. That's cool, we'll talk it out in the comments. Let me know down below. With that being said, guys, it's been fun to go through some of the most awesome collection boxes that I know about and the ones that I've also collected myself, as well as appreciate the packs and the artwork of some of those beautiful Pokemon cards within them. With that being said though, guys, that concludes things for today. So if you are still watching, a massive thank you. I really do appreciate your support as per usual. If you had enjoyed the video as per usual, of course, please do leave a like, as it really does help me out. And of course, if you want to watch a couple other videos of mine, you can watch this one right here where I talk about the reprints that we're getting and the potential effect that they have, or this video right here where I feature 10 cards under the price of $20 right now that would just be fantastic additions to your collection. Apart from that, guys, my name's Will, I've been Pokecharla, and I'll catch you in the next one.